Hey guys, in this video you will discover what really runs through a man's head when your clothes come off, when you're naked, okay? Are you ready? Now, it's so easy to feel insecure in the moment, especially when there are those body flaws like stretch marks that you inherited from pregnancy or after weight loss. Now, the truth is, even being pregnant for millions of years may not make you feel more confident walking about naked in front of your spouse. But guess what? Your husband is not thinking about those stretch marks or those extra pounds that you've added or the full pair that you have. It's all in our heads, ladies, that he is irritated by them all. Nope. He is only looking at a warrior with stripes to show for the love that he showered on her that led to the birth of a new life. That's if you have children. And he wants to make love to that body. So these are like 10 things that a man is not looking at when you are naked in front of him. Are you ready? Number one, he's not looking at that C-section scar that you have there. Of course, to you, it may sure look like really a nasty scar to look at, but that man doesn't really care much about pregnancy souvenirs. I tell you for a fact that men are much less observant of our perceived flaws than we think. In fact, they couldn't even notice a C-section scars there or stretch marks if we don't bring them up to their knowledge. And my advice is, do not mention them. You know why? Because men are turned on by confidence. So flaunt the parts of your body that you're proud of. And even if he notices, your confidence would just make it look a lot sexier in his eyes. Do you get what I'm saying? Yes. Number two, he's not thinking, oh, I'm too stressed for this now. See, the minute you take off your clothes, your mate is concentrating on one thing and one thing alone, you, and maybe what he wants to do to that body. So in general, I would like to think that men can think about only one thing at a time. So when you're naked, he's not worrying about paying bills or making calls or stressing out about some other thing. He's thinking of the things that he could be doing to you. So we women often complain that men don't think of us enough. But if you're really concerned about this, ladies, if you're really concerned and you want to figure out if he's thinking about other things aside you, then just get naked and be rest assured that you will definitely be on his mind. But then again, you want to be sure that he has sorted out his bills and everything that would easily beset him or that would easily distract him. So save your striptease for another day if you know that he's got a lot of bills he's worrying about, all right? Number three, just because sex doesn't always last as long as you would like doesn't really mean that your husband is trying to rush it, all right? He's not trying to rush through it. But once you disrobe, I think that there may be something unexpected on your man's mind. And that thing comes in a form of question. Is he going to last long enough to get you off? Now, the truth is that men are still worried about having it end too quickly. So take, for instance, if your guy has a game on his mind while he's doing it, it's only because he wants to prolong the experience of being naked with you, okay? Now, the fourth thing that your man is not thinking about when he sees you nude is that he wants to have sex with you right away. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. You know, the thing is that nudity may not trigger strong sexual urge every time in your husband, right? Sometimes men just want to cuddle with your unclothed body. But then again, some women just assume that whenever their husband reaches out for an embrace, they want more. Honestly, it's simply not true. Physical touch is how people express affection, and it doesn't always lead to intercourse. It doesn't necessarily have to lead to intercourse. A sex-free spooning session can just be much more fulfilling for both of you. So go for it. Go for the cuddling without your clothes on. He might just want, the warmth of your body, your skin upon his skin. That's all. Now, number five, he's not thinking that you should just hurry up and put up your clothes again real soon. Look, your partner may not be dying to watch you go through the entire daily routine naked, but I am definitely sure that every man does want to see his woman comfortable in her own skin. So don't always be in such a rush to get your clothes back on or hop into the bed and then you throw the covers over your body, and then when sex is over, you put them on again. Trust me, men wouldn't mind seeing you linger a little bit longer, stark naked in bed with him. So I would advise that you consider cooking dinner one night in an apron only or seductively walking around the house naked while he's watching TV. He will enjoy the view. Only a prick wouldn't enjoy that view. Seriously. Number 6, he doesn't really want to see you turn off the light. That's for sure. In his head, he's more like, turn up the light, girl, turn up that light. Because men are visual creatures. They want to see. They're aroused by what they see. Look, true story, I am a very shy person, but the truth is that I know that him not being able to see your body takes away from his pleasure. The pleasure is never complete when he doesn't see your full body in light. And seeing all of each other is an important part of sexual experience that is way better than grouping in the dark like a couple of teenagers. So if you're not comfortable under bright light, I would suggest that you dim the light or light a few candles so that there is like some visibility. All right, he can make out your body in the dark. It's basically a great way to add to the mood. Me that I am talking right now, I express more when the lights are off. But hey, let's give our men some visual stimulation, huh? Number 7, now, when your man sees you nude, he's not thinking that you need to hit the gym. And I get it, because it's not only you who worries about those extra pounds. Men want as much as women to feel attractive during sex. So a loving husband would know that his wife's body has definitely changed over the years of marriage. But the truth is, men are also more concerned about their tummy. They're more concerned about their bellies or their bodies during sex. So empathize with his insecurities by telling him how hot he is to you and work together to feel good about your bodies. Do you understand? Number 8, okay, so he may not be up for company when he's already running late for work, but just joining him under the water in one of those nights or weekend is guaranteed to get things flowing. And to be honest with you, I can't think of a guy who wouldn't love for his wife to jump into the shower with him and have a bath. Have a steaming bath. Now, the smaller the shower, the more room for the creativity. Right? So make love right there, or use the naked wet time together to bond and to build up for the bedroom. So he's definitely not thinking that there isn't any room for 2 of you in the shower. So hop in and bathe with him. Now, number 9, when he sees you standing nude in front of him, he's not wishing that things were how they were when you both started dating. Chances are, when your clothes come off, he's thinking about this very moment, not years ago, when you first got together. And that's not to say that your marriage doesn't need a youthful spark, but it's key to continue to court each other as you did in the early times throughout your relationship. I know that life can get in the way of things and you forget to be sexy and romantic to one another, but you ought to try. And you see, continually telling your spouse that he's hot and that you can't wait to get your hands on him is never redundant. It's very, very igniting. Now, lastly, he's not thinking about, you should be looking like the sexiest model alive when you're naked. Believe me when I say that in that moment with you, even the most attractive celebrities can't compare with how happy and safe he feels with you. And besides, he doesn't even feel like he could match up to those women in real life. Like, what the hell? He wouldn't even think that he's up to their match. Do you understand what I'm saying? And for all he knows, those sexy stars may be nothing like he imagines, especially when the makeup comes off and hair extensions come out. And at the end of the day, they're looking different. So I would say that finally, couples just choose each other because they want to be together and not with someone else. All right, and that's it. So these are the things that men are not thinking when you're naked. So don't be afraid to be naked with your husband. He doesn't even see the flaws, and even if he sees the flaws, your confidence should cover for it. Your love, his love for you would definitely blind his eyes. He wouldn't even see that. He would appreciate you for your stripes, for your flaws, and love you way beyond your imagination. That's if you're with a true dude who has something upstairs. All right, who has empathy. That's why it is very important that you marry someone who's got empathy, who is real, because only a real ass man will know that, beauty never lasts, it fades. What's left in there is the soul, the spirit, what you have to offer, and not this empty flesh that will wrinkle in years to come. Okay, don't get married to someone who is superficial. Get married to someone who loves your soul deep down, who loves your spirit, all right, who bonds with your soul. Okay, so those are the 10 things that I think that men are not thinking when you're naked. All right, till I come your way, know that I love you. Good day.